Alright guys, it's an amazing moment to have you here once again to look through this project on 0 13C more singly linked list. Alright, this is more like a continuation of the singly list project, which is 0 times 1 2, which we have looked at earlier. Alright, I defined some concept about singly list and I gave a brief intro. I'll drop the link of that to that video in the description of this video so that you can as well go through it. Alright, so for this we are going to once again guide you on how to go about solving your task. Please take out time to look through this YouTube and these resources provided here. Alright, so once again, these are our general instruction, general requirements. So here I believe you should be used to this by now. Create a readme file. You're using Vim, VI or Mac. You should use the Betty style. Check with that, and should only be malloc free exit. Any function like this is forbidden. Alright, so I believe you should be used to this, all of this by now. Then you should create a header file called list.h. So that is that about the instructions or the requirement that is to serve as a guide while working on this project. Alright, so these are the tasks. Think about about 15 of them or thereabout. Okay, alright, 0 to this, there are about 15 of them, so we are going to be looking at them together. Alright, to give you a guide on how you go about them. Please, if you are just coming across this channel, kindly subscribe, or if you are a returning subscriber, endeavor to watch to the end, okay, because we are going to be doing this together. Because at the end of the day, we are going to run our checks. Like I always show you, we are going to run our checks. If you can look through, you discover that these checks are perfectly correct from the first one. This is the first one, so if I go down all down to the last, you discover that it's the same thing. The last, from the first to the last, they are all correct. So stay to the end. We are going to be showing you all of this, how to solve all these tasks in this video. Alright, so let me go ahead to start working on them right now. Okay, first things first, I'll get a terminal. So let me split my screen. Alright, so let me pull this here. Okay, I believe this is nice. Just clear here. Okay, so what we are going to be doing first, we are going to go into the ALS low level programming GitHub repo. So I'll copy this, Ctrl C, I come here. Okay, I believe, let me increase this a little so that you have a firm grasp of what is happening. Alright, that should be clear enough. Okay, I do CD, I paste in this. Alright, I hit enter. I'm inside the low level programming directory. I go ahead and do CD again. I'll create this directory. So using my mkdir, which stands for make directory, I'll go ahead and paste in the name of that directory. Paste. So if I hit enter, you see it said cannot because it exists. So I already have this directory here. But if you are doing that, it won't give it to pop up this error. So since they said I have that already, I'm going to do cd into that directory. Go ahead to paste again. Alright, so I have them. I truly had that in my low level programming GitHub directory. So this is it. So I'm inside there. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to start creating my files. Alright, I believe you know the first file to create. That will be readme.md file. Okay, the first immediate file we are creating right now will be the readme.md. So to do that, of course, you should be familiar with that. You're going to do vi readme.md. readme.md. Alright, after doing that, I'll go on, hit enter. Okay, so like we have always said, you can put in all the content, how you went about solving the task or the task questions in here, but for the purpose of this video, we're going to use this as our readme .md, the content of our readme. Alright, so you could go ahead and put in a content, put in as much words or text as you want. Once you are done with that, then you can go ahead, save and exit by using :WQ. Alright, I'm just going to quit. So that means you've created your readme.md file. So the next immediate file we're going to create right now is the header file, and here we have our header file to be list.h. This is the header file. Alright, list.h. So this time we'll go on to create that header file called list.h. So I'll do vi, paste that. So if I enter here, you're going to see how did we get all of this. For this, if ndef, this stands for if not defined, list h, then define list h, then we're including a standard library.h. Of course, this is a comment, the comment for this regular code. Then we have from here, this is our prototype. These are prototype. And how did we arrive at those prototype? Is simply embedded here. From tag 0 you have this. Alright, so you have all the prototypes here. For tax 1, the prototype is here. So they were mainly picked from here. From tax 2, you have this is the prototype. Alright, then for tax 3, this is it. So all the prototypes are there, all the prototypes. So you can just go ahead and copy those prototypes that are provided, and you come and put them in here. Alright, that should suffice for your list.h. Alright, so when you are done with that, you go ahead and escape, :WQ, just quit from here. Alright, so after doing that, that means you have successfully created your list.h file. Alright, so once you are done with that, that means you've created your header file. The next thing is to start creating your individual files. So for the other files, for the tags, I think it's about 50 of them. The method we are going to follow, please listen attentively, is to first create all the files here given. Alright, from 0. You just want to make this as easy as possible so that you get or you understand it. You have a better idea of what we are doing. So these are the file names. We are going to create the files for this, starting with 0print_list through to the last one, through to the last one, which is what? 101 find loop.c. Alright, that is what I want to do right now. Alright, I want it to, you know, to do it once and push, and then you relax. So first things first, I move up, I copy this file name using Ctrl C, I come back here, I do VI, I paste that in, okay, I paste that in and hit enter. Alright, so this is the content of this file. You are including your list.h and standard input.h. This becomes your documentation or your comments, which is have to be in this format for C programming. Then this is your argument. This is your argument. Alright, this is your argument. After that, you are declaring this, declare this, and you know, give it a value. Then you put your while loop, and after that you are incrementing node, printf, you print this to output and this, and you return node at the end of the day. So this becomes your output for the first file. So you go on and put this into the file. You put this into the file. Alright, so once you are done with that, you can escape, column WQ. You are done, you could save and quit. So these are already saved, I'm not saving again, I'll just quit using Q. So once you are done with that, that means you have created this file. Okay, so like I said, I'll be creating all the files. Alright, I'll be creating all the files. So you just done for this, just created for this. So let me move up. For tag 0, write a function that prints all the element of list int underscore t list. That's what we did. Then I'll go ahead and do the same for the others. So after doing that, the next thing you are going to do is to create a corresponding file for 0main.c. I believe you understand that. We have created this file. Alright, after creating this file, the next thing you are going to do is to create a corresponding file for 0main.c. okay, so I'm going to copy this right now, 0main.c. I'll come here, I'll do VI, I'll paste. So hit enter. How did this one was got it from here? So this 0main.c is more like a check to check the file, this file, the first one we created. So check this 0print underscore list.c. So more like a checker file to check that. So after, like I said, how did we arrive at this content? Look at it, 0main.c. So after that, immediately below you see the file content here. So you are expected to just pick it from here, copy this content from here, stop here, use Ctrl C, and you paste it into your VI. Alright, so that is how we arrived at this. So once you are done with that, you can then escape, column, save and quit. Alright, I'm not saving again. You can do column WQ. Alright, then you hit enter. That means you have created the 0printlist.c and created the corresponding 0main.c. So that is all we are going to be doing for that. So after that, you proceed move to the next one, list length. Write a function that returns the number of elements in a linked list int underscore t, the prototype which you already have in our list.h file. So I'll go ahead and pick this, copy that, I'll do vi, paste. Alright, so I'll hit enter. Of course, again, this is the content of this second file. By the way, I'm going to leave the link to the script, to the document or source code in the description to this video. You can always pick it from there. So this is our header. Once again, our documentation or comment. Then this is our argument, our function argument. Then we are declaring a variable using the while loop. Then we incremented this. Then at the end we return node. So once you are done with that, you can do your escape. After putting in the file content, you escape, :wq. Alright, I'll be using q for the sake of this video. I'll just be quitting. So after creating that file, you go ahead and create the corresponding C file. So the next corresponding C file we create is 1-main.c. So I'll copy that, I come back here, I'll do vi 1-main.c, which I'm going to paste in. Alright, so if I hit enter, once again you have this, and the content of that file is what you have here. So it was picked from here. You can just do the same, pick it from here, or you're expected to do that. So you copy up to this point, alright, to this point, Ctrl C, and you come back to your terminal, to your VI, and you paste it here. Alright, so once you have that, you can escape and quit, save and quit VI. So have you done that? You now move on to the next one. You have created the one list int underscore length, as well as the corresponding one main.c. More like creating one file, creating the file, creating the corresponding main.c file. That's what we are doing. So the next one you're going to do right now is this, to add underscore node int.c. So I'll go ahead and copy this, Ctrl C, I'll come back here, I'll do vi, pasting what I copied there, which is the file name. Okay, again we have this for write a function that adds a new node at the beginning of a list int underscore t list. Okay, so we have this. So you put in the file content here. Alright, once you are done, you can escape and do your :wq to save and quit. I'm just quitting. So you've done that. So I believe you should guess what you are doing next. The next thing we are going to do is to create the corresponding to-main.c file. That's what we are doing next. So I'll go ahead and copy this and do vi, paste that here, main.c. So what will be the content of our main.c? It is this, the code given here. That is the content of your to-main.c up to this point, to this closing curly braces. So you pick that from there, you come here, I hit enter. So that is how we arrived at this. The code was picked from there. That's what we have here. So you're done with that, you can do your escape, you save and quit. I'm just quitting. So that is that. So after creating that file and the corresponding C file, you go ahead and create the third one. Write a function that add a new node at the end of a list int underscore list underscore t list. So copy the file name, you Ctrl C, I do VI here, I put that in, I hit enter. So this becomes the content of this file. Alright, so you put that in. Like I said, the source code or the script document will be left in the description to this video. So you do your escape column WQ. For me, I'm just quitting. So once you've done with that, you go ahead and do your, you create the corresponding main.c. This time it is theory main.c file. So creating the corresponding main.c file, I'll come back here to my terminal. I'll do vi file name, which I want to create. Okay, don't worry about this. They're asking me. Just quit this. Vi theory main.c. So that is it. Again, of course, by now you should know that the content of this main.c is here, was picked from here. Alright, this is where the content was picked from. Okay, up to this point. So that's what we have here. So done with that, you do your escape column, save and quit. I'll just quit and that. So after creating that, I'm going to create the next file. The next file, which is what? Which is this for free list int.c, and for that you are required to write a function that frees a list int underscore t list. Okay, prototype given, which we have in our header list.h file. So here I'll copy this file name, come back, I'll do vi, I'll paste in what I have there for the file name. Alright, again, this is what you have. Include this, the list.h, which is the header file documentation. You have your function here. Alright, it is free underscore list integer. You are returning void. This is your function argument. Then this is for the main code. You are using a while loop. So once you are done with that, you can do your escape column WQ. But for me, I will just quit. Once you are doing that, you save and quit. So after creating that file, then we are going to go on and create the corresponding C file, which is what? For -main.c. So we create the corresponding C file. So I'll come back here, I'll do vi, I'll paste in that. So if I hit enter, of course this is what you have, and the file name is here. The content of that file was provided here, so more like picking it from here. So copy and put that into here. So that is how that C file was gotten. So after doing that, you can escape column WQ, just quit, and that. So the next file we are going to create is this. Free. Write a function that frees a list int underscore t list. Okay. So again, you get this file name, copy it, use this Ctrl C. Then you come back here, you do vi, you put in that. Hit enter, takes me to vi. Then you have this content for this file. Okay, you have this content. then you will put it into your file. Once you are done, so once you are done, you can escape, save and quit. Right, again, after creating the main file, then you create a corresponding main.c, and the content of our main.c will be this, will be from here. I believe it's becoming clearer now, because here you put that, you copy that for your main 5main.c. so the file will be 5main.c. okay, I have to do vi 5main.c. so of course this is what it was taken from here. You know, you are supposed to pick that code to check, just to check for your main file. So once you are done with that, you escape, column WQ, or just quit, so that at the end you are going to create all of the other files. Deal with the next one. We have created this 6 pop list, create a corresponding C file for it. I just want to explain more, you know, important concept. Then after that, you move to this get node at index, create this one, several get node. After creating that, you create the corresponding C file, which is this. Alright, and put the content here you have here. After that, you go ahead and create the next file, which is this 8 sum list int.c. After you create that, you create the corresponding C file, which is 8main.c, and put the content you have here, like we have always been doing. So after that, you create the next one, which is this 9 init node int.c. After you create that, then you go ahead and create the corresponding main.c file. You go on to the next one, then delete at index, create the file, create the corresponding main.c. Alright, so you do that up to this point. Okay, you do for 11 reverse list, you do for the next, just the way I explained it, till you get here. Alright, once again, here you create this 103 find underscore loop.c. Okay, create for this 103 loop. Let me illustrate with the last one. Okay, see, I come here. I believe that you have created for the other ones 101 underscore 100 dot list and whatever, and their corresponding main.c. So just want to illustrate with this last one. Vi, paste the file name. Alright, so this becomes the content of this file. So this becomes the content of this file. So you create that. Once you are done, you can get out and save, Ctrl W, column WQ. Just go ahead and quit. So once you are done with that, then you can create the main.c. You can create the main.c. Of course, this is the content. This will be the content of your main.c. The content. So come here, directory main.c. so that will be that for this. Again, this is the content here, so you put that in. Once you are done with that, you can escape, column WQ. I'll just quit. So that means you have created the files, the required files. Alright, you have created the required files. So the next one, what we are going to do next is to compile those files with our GCC code for each of them. Alright, let me explain that. Once you have created all the files, I want you to kindly move up. You move up. Sorry. Okay, you come back to this first one, which is print list. Then you are going to create you are going to compile this file. Alright, more like you created this file. This file was created. Then you went ahead and created a main.c file, which I said is acting like a check for the main file you for this file you created, which is on the printed list file. So after creating that, then you are going to compile it with this GCC code. Alright, with this GCC code. So this will mean that this will compile this. Then this is output. I believe you should be used to your GCC term. This is output. Output that into another file called A, which is here. Output that into another file called what? A. So during compilation, that file is going to be made an executable file. So you're going to see that right away. So I'll go ahead and copy this from this GCC up to this A. I'll pick that. I'll copy that. Alright. Then I'll come back here. I'll just paste exactly what I copied from GCC. You have wall, pendatic, wero, and all that up to that A. I'll copy. I come back here and paste what I have. I paste what I have. So after pasting, I'm going to hit my enter key. So if I hit it right now, it's going to return normal. But if I list my file, you discover that I have a file here which appear in green. It's an executable file which was generated, and it was generated due to the compilation of this my first file I created. So that is how you do for the first one. Let me just clear here. So after compiling for the first, then you go ahead. You've compiled for the first one. You go ahead. You come to list length. So again, this is the file one list int underscore length.c. Again, you come back here. Come here. Of course, you have this one main.c file which we have created. So you come back here and you copy the GCC given here. So from GCC to B, this file will be outputted. An executable file called B will be created at the end of the day. So I'll copy that. I'll come back here. I'll paste. Alright, I'll paste that. So if I hit enter now, it's going to compile that. And if I list again, you see another executable file created called B. Apart from that, let me show you something else. If you come here, you discover that a code was run here, ./B. Alright, so to get what the content of B is, you can do the same for A, which we have done earlier. To check for that for A, what you simply do, you type in this ./A. It's going to output this. Alright, going to output this. Then so let's just check for this. So I'll come here, I'll type ./B. Gonna see that. So you see If you have this, that means you are in order. So it's outputting that. What you have here is outputted. So the next one, we are going to compile for the next file. So we are compiling for the next one right now, which is this to add node.c. So again, you copy the GCC file, and it's going to output to create an executable file called what? C. So again, you copy the code. Sorry, let me pick that again. Copy the code here, the GCC code. You come back here, you paste that code. So if I hit enter, a file will be generated. If I list called what? Executable file called C. So once you are done again, you go to the next one. Go to the next one, which is, you copy again, you pick this GCC code from GCC, please, GCC, to create an executable file called D. So go ahead and copy that. Come back here, I'll paste. If I list, you see a file D, executable file D has been created. And again, if I check for this, the content of that D with /d is going to return exactly the same output, the one you have here. I believe you can say that's exactly what we have here. So let's go on. Just click here. So the next one, after doing that, we are going to once again compile for this. So we'll compile for the next one. So again, you pick this GCC code to create an executable file called what? E. I'll paste it here and hit enter. Alright, so a file E will be automatically generated. After doing that, you move on to the next one, which is free. For this, what I'll do is come down here again, locate my GCC code to output to create a file called what? F. So again, I'll copy that and I'll paste that here. Paste. So if I hit enter and list, you discover that those two files, E and F, are present. Okay, so I'll go on again. I'll go on to create the next file. Go on to create the next one called G. So I'll copy my GCC code, come back here. So let me pick that. Copy my GCC code, use Ctrl+C, come back here, paste that in. Oh, that was not pasted one. Let me do this again. Ctrl+C. Alright, so if I hit enter again, alright, it's going to create that, and you have G there as an executable file. Okay, so, and if you want to list the content of G, you /G. So I'll just go ahead and create the next one right now, which is this. GCC. I'll pick this, come back here, paste that, the next GCC for the next one, which is A, which is H. We are outputting and we are compiling the file into a new file, an executable file called H. So I'll hit enter. At least you see G and H have been created. So let's go ahead and just quickly run for the next one. So after creating H for H, I'll move on. For the next one will be sum list. Sum list, I'll come down here and pick my GCC file, my GCC code. Now we want to output it to a file called I. So copy that, paste that GCC, hit enter. Alright, so I will be created. And again, you want to list the content of I. So easy, you do dot slash I and you hit enter. You see some 1532. Exactly what you have here. Exactly what you have here. Alright, so we'll move on. We proceed to the next one. We run the GCC code for the next one to create an executable file called what J. So copy that to create an executable file called J. Copy that, I'll come back here, paste that in. Alright, so if I hit enter and list, you see I have those files, I and J are present. Alright, so I'll move to the next one now. This is the GCC code to output into a file called what K. So I'll pick this, copy that, come back here, paste, and let me pick that again, copy that, come here and paste. So enter is going to create a new file, an executable file called what K. So after doing that, and of course if you want to output the content of K, this is what you do. So after putting in that, you go to the next file, reverse list, then copy the GCC code again from here to create a file called what L. So copy that, come back here, paste that GCC code. If I hit enter, that will be created, and if I list, you see K and L are rightly present. Then let me clear here. So I believe you are following what is happening here. Then I move to the next one. I created for L. I move to the next one. For M, again I'll copy the GCC code to create an executable file called M. Copy that, come back here, I'll paste in my code to create this M file. So if I hit enter, okay, that file has been created. And of course, if you want to know the content, of course you know what to do. Just hit dot slash M, and of course that will be the content of that file. So after that, you move to the next one. For the next one, we are going to be running GCC and creating this executable file called N. So go ahead and copy this GCC code, I'll paste it here, and if I hit enter, alright, and if I list now, see M and N are rightly present here. So after that, I'll move on. We are sliding gradually to the last one. Alright, so I'll come here, pick the GCC code for this one to output into a file called what O. So once again, I'll copy that, then come here, paste the GCC code, if I hit enter, it's going to create a file called O. You can see that. And then I put the content, the content, you hit ./O. You see exactly what you have here. Alright, so I believe that will be all. That will be all for this. So once you have done this, guys, the next thing, that means you have met the requirement, you have done what is expected. So the next thing for you to do is to do your git add that, you hit enter. After that, do your git commit -m. You put in your commit message, you can use update. You hit enter after putting in your commit message. And the next one, I don't want to push this right now, I've done that before now. So the next one will be do your git what? Push. Once you hit enter, all your code that you have created will be pushed to your GitHub repository. Alright, will be pushed to your GitHub repo. So once you are done with that, that means you have made the requirement, you've done what is expected. Then you can now go back to check your code. So you can now go back to check your code. So let's try and run all the checks. So I believe I showed you this to you. See, it's all checked. If you follow through what we did here and push them once, it will be yours. You get the same result, exact same result. Okay, if I check for the next one, you can see it's all checked correctly. It's all checked correctly. If I check for the next one, just hold on, let this run. It's running. I just want to, it's running on the background. Of course, go to the next one again. It's checked correctly. Again, you go to the next one. It's checked correctly. So that is what you have for all of them, all the tags here. So follow. If you missed out at any point, replay the video and you're going to get the instructions. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I'm grateful for your support. Kindly like, follow, kindly like, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up for this video. Alright, this is what we do. I'll keep on doing this to support, to guide you in your journey of becoming a software developer. I will see you rightly in the next video. Thank you so much.